Well, the last part that we're going to see with the QGIS software is how to prepare this map in order to add it in scientific work you want to perform or in a technical work or in other tools that you'd like to use in order to disseminate the information. And one of the simplest ways to do this is with this option in this tab to export. So the map can be exported as an image, as a PDF, but only as you can see the map here. So generally speaking, this is not enough because a map not only has the map, that's it. It's got additional information like the projection, the scale, where's the north, what's the legend. So this one's very useful for a fast map just to show a few things. But if you want to have a thorough map for research, it requires other elements. So in order to add these elements in the map, there's another tool here that's called a new composition for print. So we can add a name, and this is going to open a new screen with a white canvas where I can add all the elements. So I'm going to begin with the first element, which would be the map. So we have to select and add the map. The map could be in the whole page or just in one part of the page. You can define the size of the page and the dimensions. Everything can be adjusted. And in this case, we are going to have the map in the full page. I'm going to have more space to add other elements on top of the map. Right here, you can adjust the scale. So if I want the map to have the complete size that to cover the whole page, I can reduce the scale, and the map will be more visible, will be larger, so that it covers the full page. And now I am going to add a rectangle to add the additional elements. So this is the rectangle, and I have a background. After that, I'm going to put a graphic scale. There are different options available. I can add it here. You can move it afterwards. This lets me to show the dimension, the scale, and you can change it here also. So I wanted to have a little bit bigger. There you go. So yeah, once again, this would be the scale. What else can you add? You can add the compass. There are some defined options, but you can add also a definition. So let's put the compass in north, pointing to the north. My map cannot rotate, so the north would be pointing upwards. You can also add text. You can put the information of the person that made the map or any additional information you think it's relevant. And you can also add the legend. The legend is going to be very big right now because there are many elements right now. So we would have to remove this option to auto update. Otherwise, it's going to have all the information, but I don't want to show everything. So I'm going to remove many of the options, and I am going to put the information here where I want it to be. You can edit everything here. You can edit the names if you want. I'm going to leave this one as limits or municipal limits. And we can add more elements if we want. Let's say that I want to add other layers like the yield. You can add it here. Can increase the space in case you don't have enough. We can also put it in units. It's in tons per hectare. And this allows you to have more control on how things are going to be seen here. You can show whatever you want here. So it does not make sense to just keep the yield here, but I can show the layer for organic matter in the soil. So we can go here and select the yield. So this is the information that I'm showing now. And this can be used to go back to this map. It's normal to have two open screens when you're working on with this. It's a lot easier. But since I only have one here to show the final product, when I change and I come back, it's not updated still. So if there are two screens, they're not going to automatically update. So you have to come to this button and update so that you can see the differences. Now I have the yield information with the different color scales. You can customize many different things also. The text, the size, the type of letter. But I'm just going to leave this like this. There are different videos in YouTube so that you can see more tutorials. But many of the things are going to be learned whenever you have the need to do something. It's very easy to manage it. And after the map is ready, I can come to this export tool. I can export it as a PDF, for example, in this button. And this gives me a message because I have the Google map as a background. So it's asking me if it's going to come out or not. So I'm going to tell it to keep it the way it is. And there's another option to have a Geo Pdf, to create a Geo Pdf. And some applications can't open this type of PDF in a tablet or in a smartphone. And with the GPS of the tablet or the mobile phone is going to be overlaid on the map. So this is very useful if you want to go out to the field and collect information. But if you were just only to print it, you don't have to do that. Okay, I already exported. This is the PDF, and this is the map in the PDF. You can zoom in to see the quality, and it looks pretty good. So these are the types of maps that you can send via email and you can print. So I just wanted to demonstrate how you can use the tool and how to have a place to begin to look for other options on how to use it.